Paul, Wayne, and Kevin open the door on news. Entertainment reporter Alex Reynolds explains.
Look, it's not my fault she's dead. See, if it wasn't last night, it would have been some other night. Or next week or something, you know? I just picked the wrong person to write about. That's it. I picked the wrong...
Bitch! Come on! Go! Come on! Come on!
Stories is the story of a newspaper. Hamilton Spectator reporters Paul Benedetti and Wayne MacPhail have joined former colleague Kevin von Appen in fashioning a play that lets us look at the conflicts and ethics in the gathering of news for the pages of a major newspaper.
Like, it's not a tell-all about the Spectator. You know, there's not going to be anybody's not going to learn about the people that sit around us. But people will get, I think, a really honest sense of what a newspaper is like, and the sort of trials and tribulations that a journalist goes through when they wrestle with ethical and personal problems as they try to tell a good story in the newspaper.
You've come up with an idea, a story based on your actual experiences in the newspaper field, but actually putting dialogue in actors' mouths, was that the most difficult thing?
We found it actually remarkably easy. The dialogue was the easiest part. If you worked in a newsroom, you know what people do there is they're professional talkers. Often what we do is simply write down the kind of conversations we've been having for years. So the dialogue was actually something that came quite naturally. Structuring the play was another matter. That we learned an awful lot about.
Paul, is stories one story, or is it a composite, if you will, or is it based on any fact, or is it what happens and transpires in a newsroom?
It's all of those things that you just mentioned. That's why we call it stories. It's not only about one story that a reporter works on and that affects himself, the people around him, and the person the story is written about. It's also all about the stories that reporters tell one another, and there are many of those that we've heard over the years and that happen in the play, and about the stories they're working on. So there are several levels in the play of storytelling and stories that are passed back and forth, and that's what gives it, we think, many levels of interest for people. You don't have to know a lot about journalism or newspapers or writing to enjoy the play. The play is about people who are thrown into this job of telling stories and what happens to them.
But I have a feeling that there's something else coming down the road.
Well, a
lawsuit. No.
We really hate working with Paul, but we feel sorry for him. We like working together. We make each other laugh. That's really why we do this. It's just too good a time not to do it. And I would think that no matter what happens with this play, we'll keep working together.
Until we get it right.
That's right.
Stories, a Theatre Terra Nova presentation, runs until Saturday night here at the Dundurn Theatre Centre in Hamilton. Stories is also scheduled for a Toronto run in June. I'm Alex Reynolds, and that's my focus on entertainment this week. I'll see you next Friday.